Last year, Call of Duty took things back to World War II, and this year, it's Battlefield's turn. What's going on, everybody? It's Ghost Robo, and a brand new report from VentureBeat states that this year's Battlefield game is taking the fight to World War II. Internally, it was called Battlefield 2 to be a direct sequel to Battlefield 1, but the retail version will be called Battlefield 5. Now, this is not a reaction to Call of Duty in any way. Apparently, this strategy was decided a long time ago. EA knew they wanted to get away from more modern settings, but they wanted to use World War I first in case it did not work out. Then they could introduce World War II with Battlefield 5. But alas, they get a double knockout because Battlefield 1 sold insanely well. It had over 25 million players as of December, and now they get to do a new game with World War II, which is by all means even more popular. Now, it will be a little odd because Call of Duty did World War II last year, and now Battlefield 5 is doing World War II this year. They're very different styles of games, but I do wonder how the player base feels and how you all feel about a new World War II game a year after World War II was brought back. The rumor on the Call of Duty front is Black Ops 4, which would be a modern era game, but still boots on the ground. So more of what people want, but a much more modern setting. Now, there was an earlier rumor that this year's Battlefield may be Bad Company 3 and could be set in the Vietnam War. VentureBeat says that is false, and Bad Company is not coming back for some time. Maybe next year, maybe the year after, because if World War II and Battlefield 5 is the sequel to World War I and Battlefield 1, they can't really go to World War III because A, that brings things to the modern era, which apparently they do not want as of this time, and B, it hits a little close to home. This will be the first time the franchise has visited World War II since 2009's Battlefield 1943, and it could go super well for everyone, especially given the sales of last year's Call of Duty World War II, which was the best-selling COD since Black Ops 2, and in 1 month surpassed any other 2017 game in terms of total sales. Those are insane numbers, but how do you feel about this? Battlefield 5 bringing things to World War II a year after Call of Duty brought things to World War II, and the same year that Call of Duty may go back to modern era but keep things boots on the ground. It seems to be a tightrope dance of trying to appease players while also introducing new features, while not going too crazy, while not going too far back, while delivering sequels but not direct sequels, but continuing your franchise but making it seem fresh. It's kind of a brain juggler at this point, but I'm very curious to hear if you guys are more excited for Battlefield 5 and World War II, or the potential Black Ops 4 and a modern setting with boots on the ground, or if you're just so sick of military first-person shooters you don't want to buy either. I think the note in the article that this has been a strategy years in the making for EA is really important to point out. There is no reacting here. This is all part of their plan, and I'm glad they have a plan. I hope Call of Duty has a plan as well, because I don't know what they're really gonna do. They had a lot of success with World War II, and that's great. It, for a number of people, brought back Call of Duty into the limelight and into the, hey, we're in good graces again spot. But if they go modern again and we see Battlefield stay true to this historical setting, are they gonna get a whole lot of flack? I really wonder where their headspace says and what they're doing. I think that's the most interesting part of this, is where Call of Duty goes. And if their plan is to bounce all over the place, is that less of a coherent long-term strategy than EA and Battlefield, which seem to have a very focused linear progression for these games? Personally, I'm kind of blasé about the whole thing. As long as they introduce new ideas, I don't really care about the era. As long as the games play well, the servers run well, and they don't abuse us with ugly microtransactions, I'm on board. I just want great games, whatever the era. I think it is cool, the potential to have a more modern game in Black Ops 4 or whatever Call of Duty 2018 is, and a more historical game in Battlefield 5 or whatever it ends up being called. But they gotta be good. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. A ton of people loved Battlefield 1, and I'm sure a bunch of you did, but I wonder if you feel weird about Call of Duty hitting World War II up last year and now Battlefield doing it this year, or if you just think it's the perfect recipe for success given Battlefield 1's amazing reception. We're looking to have another E3 with two very different military shooters. If these rumors are to be believed, it'll be deja vu of 2016 when Battlefield 1 was World War I and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was futuristic. Now they're saying Black Ops 4 will be modern times, so maybe it'll be a little bit closer than 2 years ago, but if that is to be repeated, then Battlefield 5 could be the big winner this fall. Let me know your take in the comments down below, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Link to the source in the description. Until next time, everybody, I love you, have a fantastic day, drink some chocolate, and we will see you all later.